Okay, today is November 25th, 2016, and we're looking at the western infrared loop rainbow map. And we see an approaching weather system right here. This has a transmitter on it. Take a look at the water vapor map. We can see it real clear here. We have a weather system right here, a gale force system moving in. And there is a transmitter right on the core of this. We can see that it's also created a blockade to block the jet stream from feeding into the core of this weather system. Everything is evaporated right here. We also have a lot of chemtrail spraying going on through this area right here. And also we have a wedge of high pressure which is parked right here, and that is serving to redirect this tropical pineapple express flow right here, which is would be moving right into Southern California, but they've got a detour right here. We can see the path. This is completely laced with chemtrails, by the way. If you look at the Doppler map, we can see that there is zero rain in Mexico where this tropical flow is moving through right now. That's a Pineapple Express flow. Also, zero rain in Central and Southern California. We have a little rain offshore, a lot of rain offshore of Northern California. So let's go take a look at the big map, and we can see what's going on here. We have a developing storm, a hurricane force storm right up here. This is about a 976 millibar system right here. It has a right angle on the core right there. And we have the jet stream moving down and walling up right here at this next, this is an installed transmitter generated blockade that is preventing the jet streams from getting into the core of this weather system that should be moving into Southern California on tomorrow, Saturday. And then we have this detour, which is redirecting this Pineapple Express. This is a huge area of thunderstorms to the south east of Hawaii here, and all that is flowing right up to the north towards California, but it's been redirected by this stationary installed area of high pressure. We've seen this pattern many times, and it's debatable whether we will get any rain from this thing. It's going to move in, but they've got the transmitter right down here on the very bottom, stopping the jet stream flow. And so we'll just have to wait and see what they give us. This is a very odd shaped, this is all transmitter generated right here. That is preventing this jet stream flow from getting into this. This was a developing system right here, and that has a transmitter on it. We can see the counterclockwise rotation is pretty much stopped there. Right over here we have a similar situation. This is actually spinning counterclockwise. This has a transmitter on it. We can see that outline, that very dark area that's surrounding the core of that. You're killing that. But this blockade right here will serve to prevent the jet stream from feeding into this system and also from getting into this system. So they've got a blockade there, and that is stopping everything cold right here. It's just walling up right there. And also there is a low right down here, and there's a similar blockade right here. So they've got everything chopped up and separated with these high pressure zones. These are all transmitter generated areas of high pressure to maintain separation. Here's the infrared map. We can see that outflow right here, that semicircular, everything is moving out, that spherical shaped. This is high pressure that's been installed to maintain the separation right here between that system and this next system here. All right, let's look at the western U.S. map. This is laced with chemtrails, as I mentioned. This should be delivering a lot of rain to Mexico and Baja and part of New Mexico and Texas. And as I mentioned, we just took a look. We're getting a little rain in Texas, but nothing anywhere in between. So chemtrails are very effective. And let's take a look next at the hurricane map. We have Hurricane Otto, which passed through Central America. This is a tropical storm. 60-mile-per-hour winds moving west-southwest at 16 miles per hour. And the trek for this storm is in a westerly direction till about Monday, Tuesday, then it turns north. Keep an eye on that. Here's the surface analysis map, and we can see that the high pressure has been moved out into towards the central Pacific, and that will allow these lows to move down and into California. Question is how far south are these lows going to be allowed to move? We got this area of high pressure here, 1020 millibar right here, this line, and then all the chemtrailing. It's debatable whether we may get some rain, we may not. I don't think we're going to get an inch in a quarter like we did last time. And we have a developing hurricane force system way out over here. This is right off the tip of the Aleutian Islands. That's the one we were looking at. 976 millibar. This is moving to the northeast. Here's the SSEC geostationary map, and we can see all the chemtrail spraying going on in this Pineapple Express flow here. Look at this. There's just a lot of lines all through this flow, this moisture field. This should be moving right into Southern California, but like I say, they've got this wedge of high pressure, which is a detour. It's actually moving everything down south, and that's why we have the high pressure here. We've got 30.03 inches on the barometer. Currently, right now, we have a temperature of 47 degrees. The relative humidity is 45%. We've got a dew point of 27 degrees. And again, I say that the barometric pressure is high, 30.03. And then today we had 17% relative humidity. The soil is pretty much dried out from that nearly inch and a quarter rain we had last weekend. And and then Thanksgiving Day we had a 17% relative humidity, and and then the chemtrails, they're spraying the chemtrails, and that's what's causing the very dry conditions. Now here is the southwest water vapor map. We can see all the chemtrails being sprayed. They're all through this moisture field, this tropical Pineapple Express pattern. And that's why Mexico's not getting any rain at all, because this thing is just loaded with chemtrails. And we can see those aerosols. They spray them perpendicular to the flow. And that way, when they spread out, they get maximum mileage out of that powder that spreads out. Same thing up here. Here is the rainbow map. And again, the IntelliCast map, zero rain for the southwest. This should be loaded with rain all through here. That's where that tropical flow is. There's nothing there. All right, let's take a look at some of these pressure maps. This is the sea level pressure map. We see a closed low that's indicated, but this is the thing that has the system that has the transmitter on it right here. A lot of high pressure right here. I don't see how they're going to get a closed low out of all that high pressure. Jet stream is blocked. Of course, that's up at 30,000 feet or more. But this is indicated as a closed low. It should move in and dump some rain. Let's look at the 500 millibar. We see the trough moving in. And we have some squiggly lines that indicates varying degrees of high and low pressure all mixed together. That's the transmitters at work. We've got that detour right here, which is running all this tropical moisture to the south of California. We've got these transmitters that are maintaining that wedge of high pressure that we were talking about. That's what those squiggly lines are. Same thing here at the 300 millibar level. We see the trough should move in and dump a lot of rain. That's a big system, but they've got a transmitter on it. All right, now here is tropical storm Otto. You can see that the system's been blown apart, and the system rebuilds towards the end of the 7.5 hour loop. And we can see some blast pattern evidence, the icicle pattern around the periphery of the storm. And we can see right out here at the very beginning right there, that's a trademark blast pattern signature there. Okay, let's look at the rainbow map. We can see at the very beginning of this sequence, the storm is targeted with microwave right in the center. And we'll see this next in the visible light mode. Let's go ahead and stop this, and we'll take a look real quick. Right here, it's hit. We can see that the shadow there where it's hit. Right here, right in there. And we have the day to night transition. And we have photoshopping. We can see that sparkly overlay. That's the photoshopping work to hide the detail. So this storm has been targeted and is being blown apart. These waters down here are fairly warm. There's certainly conducive for hurricane development, even now in late or mid to late November. This is around the a year-round 12-month. You're hitting these things all year long. Last January, there was a hurricane right south of Hawaii, which was not reported on the news here in the Southwest in California. But we have it here on our videos. If you look it through last January, you'll see that. All right, so that's the report. We'll just leave it here. And we see that flow. There's zero rain in Mexico. This is just loaded with chemtrails. And there's really no rain at all except for right here off of Northern California. Look at all that high pressure. There's a lot of outflow there. Right there is the boundary, high pressure boundary. This jet stream flow is evaporating right into this high pressure. High pressure flows to low pressure. That's what we're seeing here. Okay, that's it. We'll do another one tomorrow.